What's up, everybody? It's the Colum Tyrrell podcast, live from Zany's Nashville. Connor Larsen.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for having me.
Joined by my feature.
The feature ambassador for Nashville.
You may not be featuring for long.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. You know, it's gonna be something.
That could go either way.
Yeah, it could definitely.
You could be brought up to the starting lineup.
Well, we met at a Ramada Inn for comedy, so I think this is.
I like that you added in for comedy.
Yeah, because otherwise it sounds like we were meeting to break our girlfriends' hearts.
I will say, I was talking to Connor. I was like, we should do a pod while we get a chance. I'm headlining tonight. We sold 1/3 of the tickets, which is not terrible for a Thursday.
It's a big old room.
Tennessee Titans might be doing well or might be doing bad this year. I don't know.
Yeah, well, it's Thursday, so I don't know.
But it might be a Thursday night football though.
You think they're all out of practice? We'd love to go to Colum's show, but we got to see the practice. I think we've been shit since I moved here at football.
Yeah. But I was saying about do the pod, and then you were like, oh, they've got this Nate Bargatze has this whole studio set up, and it's just the green room and this guy's phone.
Yeah, well,
it's not. I don't know what they talk about studio here. It's literally, it's just the couch I would have been on, and this guy's phone that's not as new as my phone.
They have that.
This is
door.
what we're. Oh well, why didn't we go to the fucking studio?
Because you did the main room. You should listen. I've been saying forever. I go put him in the smaller room. I kept calling the club. Using voices, going, put him in the smaller room.
You rang him in.
Hey, put this man in the small room. I kept doing it. And they just
why come that column?
This MF.
Why come the Irish M-word? Oh, yeah.
Y'all got too many Irish N-word. And then they would
The Irish N-word.
Yeah.
Call him the Irish N-word.
The Irish N-word.
I'll take it. Yeah, what's an Irish N-word?
It's the different one. But yeah, if you had sold less tickets, we would be in a smaller room, and then you'd have a studio. You sold too many tickets to be in the studio.
Did I sell? What's the capacity down there?
Like 90.
Is it?
I think something like that. Is that right?
But we're like 90 tonight, so we actually are. I got almost
good at
almost sold out a room he's not in.
Yeah, it's the story of my life, dude. If I was in that room, it would have been sold out.
Well, it's my fault here because it's not my fault, but yeah, of course it's my fault for not selling tickets. But when I featured for Ari Shafir, shout out to the Jews. Okay, I heard Iran sent a couple of missiles your way.
I shot him down.
How do you like it? A little bit of fucking rebuttals, as they say. For all my roast fans out there.
A rebuttal.
They really hit him with a good rebuttal.
Yeah. They were like, all right, here's our callback.
Jeff Ross is watching it go, oh, I love the originality with the beeper blowing up the balls. That's a great bit.
Dude, I talked to my folks.
We only blow up the ones we love.
They were so pumped about, for some reason, they were so pumped about that. They were like, isn't it cool? It's like Jason Bourne. I was like, it might also cause a war. And they were like,
beeper's blowing up the bollocks?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
People were pumped about it.
Yeah, if I'm in Walmart and an Arab band's nuts go flying past my face, that's funny.
Yeah, well, I mean, that could just be Walmart, though. That might have nothing to do.
That gets some guy just throwing.
Yeah, he's just chasing a teen down the dress aisle. You know what I mean?
But I'll just say, as terrorist attacks go.
Yeah, very good one.
And it's funny because the screams of a Middle Eastern are not the same way we scream.
No. Well, you got to respect their culture. I will say
it's very back in the throat. Yeah. Like,
they go,
turkey.
Oh, no.
It's turkey goblin, yeah.
As far as terrorist attacks go, it was the most like whimsical we've had. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, Ireland, the IRA.
I'm saying every time you guys did it, people died. People to get new cars.
Very, very rarely actually. We did it more for the honestly, we were very polite about it.
Yeah. I don't know. I saw
the IRA would so this is what the IRA would do. They'd put a bomb.
Allegedly.
No, not even allegedly, because they would admit this. This is all open.
Yeah.
They would put in a bomb.
Do they have an Instagram?
This is the old.
Yeah.
It's like they could, but it's like a fucking.
They just post old.
It's like a
fight comp real thing.
Yeah, or like an Instagram account for like the drifters, where it's like more like I get the record labels running this, but it's not actually the original members. You know?
They're like the High Kings. They show High Kings videos and IRA attacks.
The Irish would hate the IRA would hate the High Kings.
See, I got all my Irish history comes from my granddad, who was like a guy who left Ireland and then just gave me his version. And then I meet Irish people and they go, no.
When he left, when did he leave?
40s, 50s.
How old was he?
8.
And what's the family name?
O'Malley.
It's not O'Malley?
It's O'Malley. Yeah.
There's no O'Malley's
There's
left.
a fucking more successful Connor O'Malley in comedy than me. Thank God it's not. My name's not Connor O'Malley.
That's who I tried to book this weekend. they gave me you by mistake.
You go, I need a white Irish guy, Connor, and they go, we got him.
Yeah,
and then you go,
yeah.
not this.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Not this guy.
It's like, did you ever try to book a black Tyrone?
I've never done that. I don't know why I would. There's no reason. I never go,
What's that black guy's name, pal? Tyrone Washington? Tyrone Jackson?
Yeah, I've never been like, I need to book a black guy named Tyrone.
But anyway, the O'Malleys got sent away from Ireland for, there was a famous pedophile.
Who's the Jimmy Savile? He's the famous English pedophile, right?
They had nothing on the O'Malleys.
Yeah, he was.
Like it used to be just the Malleys, and they would go, "Oh, Malley!" Like that was added in out of just verbiage.
Yeah, pedophile shock. Oh, Malley.
We Ellis Island your name just through vocal remembering.
That would be a funny react. You discover there's the worst thing that can happen is happening, and you go,
Can we
whoa!
make it see it just a little louder, please? Thanks.
You
Thank
know, in
God.
the studio,
Shout out to Nate Bargatze putting this together. I hope you're not spending all that money. He's donating that money to the church, is he?
The studio next door is climate controlled.
I can only
and
imagine
soundproofed.
They goes. I can't have him saying that shit. I can't even be associated.
He said the studio next door is worse.
I can't even share the microphones with that guy.
He goes, yeah, I don't want him.
My career would send him down.
You were saying there's whimsical. What were the IRA?
I'm saying the IRA. This is how the IRA would do it. They would go down to like a version of H&M or whatever. They would leave a car at the door, bomb in the car.
Yeah.
And it would have had a 30-minute timer, and then they would leave, and then they would ring the cops and go, "We left the bomb there. You've got 30 minutes to evacuate."
Yeah.
So then the alarm would go down, and they bombed the place again. So everyone have to like grab their stuff and get their stuff out of their locker rooms, and they would leave.
That's very
and
Western European.
And it would blow up, and then you'd get the rest of the day off work. So no harm, no foul.
Yeah, that's actually. I don't even consider that terrorism.
What is it? That's what I said. That's what I
having a
say.
laugh or something.
It's a protest.
Yeah,
protesting.
Well, a protest just depends on how popular it is. Right?
Oh, here's a good one. What they would do. This is like pure MacGyver. What they would do is they'd get a cigarette packet, right?
Yeah, which is expensive over there. So they mean it.
Yeah, imported.
Yeah.
So and then they would fill it with like a flammable type of a dust shit, and then they would get a condom, right, and fill the condom with like a type of acid that would burn through the condom, and then when it burned through the condom, it would get to the other parts of the cigarette, and then that would cause a huge big flame to go up. So they would do this at like clothing stores. They'd go on, try on a jacket, and they'd put the cigarette in there, knowing they have exactly 20 minutes for the...
Why don't they just go in and light the clothes on fire and go?
Because it's like a very espionage-y kind of cool fucking...
Yeah, I feel like they're too focused on being cool as opposed to being like scary.
You can't, because then they know who it is. You can't just go in and light a fucking coat on fire.
Tell that to the entire Middle East. They will do that.
I'll say nothing to them. I'll stay right out of it. I'm not like you, sticking your big fucking...
I'm just
your
saying,
big dirty wasp nose in there.
It's funny to be a terrorist and be like... I don't want to be too crazy. I don't want to really ruffle some feathers.
I guess they did really turn into this like wacky. Okay, now the acid will burn.
I don't want anyone getting hurt.
So I got this condom that I've already unraveled. What can we do with it?
It's like when you flick a domino and it hits all the other dominoes in a ball.
Woo, mousetrap.
At the end, it just says like a mean thing to a woman.
A gun goes, but it's just
and then like a little flag pops out that says "Free Ireland" or whatever.
Exactly.
You're like, well, we're probably not gonna.
It says Queen, boo.
You know what's great?
I
tell all my non-Irish friends this. You know that Irish song, "Come Out You Black and Tans"?
Come on, you out, you fucker.
Which is about like the British uniforms.
Yeah.
But now it just sounds like it's the most racist song.
Come out, you dirty blacks.
It's just saying black and brown.
And the tans.
Black and brown people, come on out.
Yeah, you go, come out, you black and tans.
My dad will fight you.
I'm a Mexican. And you go, tan, I said, get out.
Yeah, everyone's under this.
And you.
Everyone is under the umbrella of black and tan.
The black and tans are actually, it's such a bad fucking place to try to sit and talk. Like we're lounging down.
I wish there was a place built for this.
Like, what are you? This is the Tennessee studio, is it? Usually it's like in a chicken hut, and you just remember it to each other. You just repeat this just repeat it to your kids.
How many
Let's pass down the podcast through banjo music and fucking anti-Hillary Clinton sentiment.
Hey,
turn that off.
We got to stop her.
We got too hot in here.
We have to stop her.
What happened?
I'm just saying the Hillary thing. People think the threat's over, but
no,
it's
the
not.
AC went off. No,
Yeah.
that's gonna fuck the audio.
Yeah.
This is Nateland, huh? Just added a Wednesday morning at the fucking at the IKEA arena
They
or
got
whatever.
like beautiful gaming. They got gaming chairs over there.
Toyota Dome or whatever the fuck he's gonna go do his
Anti-Hillary Clinton.
whatever. He's gonna do a 10-minute bit about slippers or something. And whatever the fuck his dribble. He's gonna speed foon his fat, dumb Tampa Bay Bucks audience.
Tampa Bay is that's my hometown, and you're not wrong.
Tampa Bay
shit.
Bucks.
It's dog shit.
So you were telling me, right, that at this club, this was very funny.
The videotape,
the old tapes. Tell the people the old tapes.
The proud legacy of Zane.
So Zanies has been around since
forever.
Since before crowd work was
40 years
before crowd work was great.
Before crowd work finished this art form into its final form.
Yeah, well, look, you saw on the wall they had John Panat and Carrot Top.
Yeah,
so they were always crushing it.
There's a poster out there that I always tell people is Oprah, and it's not, and it's very fun.
Oh my God, it's probably Jimmy Fallon in blackface, was it? Jimmy Fallon is on that wall there, by the way.
Really?
Yeah. He's just some little 12-year-old boy.
He goes, someday soon I'll be the gatekeeper.
Someday soon I'll be just a robot.
So
this was before he reached final form of being a soulless robot. Shout out to Jimmy Fallon for putting me on the show.
You know what I
Appreciate
like?
it.
Oh yeah, you did it, didn't you?
Of course I did.
Yeah.
Everyone. I know because everyone who's anyone has done it.
I know because you spent every show in Jacksonville starting the set by going, I did Fallon, and now I'm here with you people.
It's but it is so funny to go out to like 15 people on a Saturday night in Jacksonville.
I like when he has the vinyl albums of people. And you go like, you guys made that for that. You know what I mean? Like,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Sometimes he'll be like, so give it up for Dusty Slate, and have like a vinyl album of their comedy album. Oh. And you'll go, not only does no one own a physical copy of any comedy album.
Oh, yeah.
No one is experiencing comedy through vinyl except people who are like locked in caves.
Isn't this sad? Do you ever go to a comedy club and they'll have a bunch of photos of comedians on the wall and you go, none of that was played here. And even if they were still alive, they wouldn't play here.
The jukebox in Peoria has Richard Pryor.
I just did a room like that. It was like they had fucking Patrice on the wall. They go, Patrice would never do this dump. I'm barely doing it now.
Yeah.
I'm a living loser.
Have you ever declined
and I don't want to be
put on the wall?
Huh?
Have you ever turned down them putting on the wall?
I just go, I'm not signing it.
Yeah, they go, I'll have a shot. And you go,
put me up, but I'm not signing it. Yeah. Come back years later when I get famous, go take that down.
The Little Rock Looney Bin, which might be, shout out, the worst club in the country. I'll be there November 6th.
Whoa, let's
I'll be there November 6th.
Let's see how the show goes tonight.
It's bad. They're not going to see this. And they have a wall of death. They have comics who have played there and then died.
Wow.
And I go like, who wants this?
But you had John Panette out there. You got fucking Jimmy Fallon.
I'm saying though, it says like rest in peace, and it's just a separate wall for comics who've died.
And there's a calendar.
Yeah.
There's some candles and
there's
a line of coke that you're not allowed to touch. The famous line of coke. That was Geraldo's. Don't ever touch
killed
it.
3
That
guys.
was Geraldo's.
They have 2 headshots of this guy named Chinaman on the wall. And I bet you
was that just a character though?
Dude, it was. I have a photo of it. I'll put it in the show notes.
Was he Chinese?
No.
Oh, great.
No.
Great.
He's definitely not Chinese.
We had blackface.
Yeah,
we had
you can't be a character called Chinaman and be Chinese.
That's so funny.
People wouldn't get it.
Well, and he probably had a guitar, probably, right?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, miso China, dun, dun. Yeah, and you clap along and you eat your ribs.
Yeah.
And you look, you die at the age of 61. That's just what
That's what comedy rocks, though. It's just a legacy of insane people that you like. Yeah. You go, well, now these are my peers.
There was a photo. Do you know there was a photo on the wall of recently? Was fucking Larry David. Mm-hmm. They have fucking on the wall. But it's like embarrassing to be like, for me to be there going, you guys sat down and go, let's list off the greats and build the worst club alive. That we make so little money, we got to book this Irish guy no one's ever heard of. Yeah. That's where this club is.
Yeah,
you blew the budget on the portraits of Patrice O'Neill.
The Curb Your Enthusiasm.
The purple-headed Patrice O'Neill that you drew.
It's not even a Larry David headshot. It's a Curb like DVD cover they put in a frame.
Yeah, like they sat down and painted like these guys.
Isn't it fun that every level you get to in comedy, you go, oh, I wasn't sure this was not cool, and now I know for a fact this is not cool. They go, I'll put you on the wall, and you go, oh, well, I sold 11 tickets, so please.
I don't mind getting on the wall if it's real, but it's like they better have played here.
Being on the wall here is fun.
And I don't like when the improvs do it because they kind of go, anyone that played LA Improv counts as playing us all.
Yeah.
No.
Go, he played out here.
No. He's not in Pittsburgh. That's not even in Pittsburgh. Wherever the fuck, He's not in Liberty Township.
No. Nobody is. I went to Peoria and they had Richard Pryor, and I go, Richard Pryor played here? And they go, nobody's from here. I go, all right, well, get his photo up.
What's the name of that club again?
The Jukebox.
Yeah, the Jukebox. I've heard some stories about that.
I was on stage there once.
It's a good weekend, is it?
No, not when I did it.
It's a busy weekend, is it?
I don't know, maybe for other people. Not when I did it.
I heard it's a great club and everyone sells out.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, here's the thing. It might be, but when I was there, I did bad and it wasn't. I was hosting, and the guy came on the God mic. I swear to God, and he goes, "There's a fire next door," and then people were like looking around. He goes, "It's not serious. I just thought people would want to know." And then he gets back, and I just was like,
might be getting serious.
Do I get off? Should I? And I mean, when you're new and that happens, it's just dead.
There's been a woman assaulted in the bathroom.
Hey, there was a
ladies and gentlemen, a woman is crying. She is saying she is being assaulted in the bathroom. We will let you know. Back to the funny.
No, he didn't say back to the funny. He just stopped, and I was like, I think I keep going.
There's a fire next.
There's a fire. It doesn't seem serious, but we'll keep an eye on it.
I think that was a place the owner. It's been around forever. Someone was telling me it's great out there. They're just telling me it was great out there, and
did they sell tickets? Because it probably was.
I think they said it's a bad paid weekend though.
Yeah,
but
it's all right in the way that all comedy clubs are like. You love them, but they're fucked up.
Oh, no way Chicago's a dump. Imagine rural Illinois.
Yeah.
No way Chicago's not even a good fucking city.
And then you go, what if we were way
What if we were in the parts you forget about? Yeah.
I don't. Chicago also, man. Just I don't know. I drive there all the time, and I'm like, get me out of here.
Yeah,
this
fuck
is too
Chicago.
many people.
Fuck the Midwest, bro.
I know you live in New York.
This is where fuck those libtards up north.
Exactly. There we go.
The fucking Union, huh?
I do the rest of the pod like this, just completely amped up.
Just blocked me off.
Oh yeah, we were talking about.
So the club's been around
forever.
This club here has been around for like 40-something years.
Yeah.
And all the photos are on the wall of comedians you've never heard of, although I've heard of them.
Yeah. They got everybody.
I like jumping at, by the way. I did just see his face, and you could argue that he was like a.
He's one of the pound for pound fattest comedians in comedy.
There we go. That's a good one.
No, but so they found these videotapes and they were like going through them and we were getting them whatever digitally restored.
So someone brought out a camcorder back in the 80s and recorded everybody's set.
Yeah, and they were like, we're gonna get them digitally upscaled or whatever you do.
We gotta get them on YouTube.
Yeah, and now
that all the comedians are dead, let's promote their stuff. Let's promote the shit they didn't want released.
They sent it to somebody.
Classic comedy club. Hey, I think we're past the statutes of limitation. Yeah. I'm allowed to post this clip.
They go, this guy's dead, so we can use this as real.
That guy's in jail again.
This is our reel now because that guy's dead. Have you guys seen these Vince Champ reels?
Vince Champ, blowing up on TikTok.
You know what's fun? Telling new comics that you're just like Vince Champ, and then just let them
Google
go down the rabbit hole of why am I just like, what's funny? I was watching Vince Champ just because I was like, I wonder, besides the whole, negatives about that guy, I was like, is the set good? It's bad. It's a lot of being like, black people, white people, we the same, we just do things different. You're like, all right, well, that's not. I've done that before.
Give me an example.
I can't do the set. It was the most benign. They'll be like, are you paying for dinner? Oh, you fucking him. And
white people show up for their job on time. Yeah. Black people don't have no jobs.
I do the opposite. I go, listen, we do things the same, but we're fundamentally different. I go on a base level.
Yeah,
there's a difference.
Yeah, we put our lip pants on one leg after the other. Is that the expression?
You go, listen, we do things the same, but I truly believe there is a fundamental difference. That's a fun character. Just invert all the best. Whatever the hackiest shit is, you just do the opposite for your whole set.
Yeah.
You go, black people, white people, we got to stay apart. We can't be coming together. If we come together.
There you go. Dating is a lot like buying a used car, but not really.
Yeah, it's actually.
Then that's all it is.
It's a long journey full of ups and downs.
Oh my God! Stop it!
So we're sending these tapes in. They send them back. We're gonna use all these dead guys things for reels or whatever. And The guy
we're gonna milk the dead memory of these guys.
Yeah, we're gonna put AI someone else's
for
face.
the content. Why not? Let's dig up a corpse and shake their fucking legs. Let's hang them upside down and shake out their 1980s unfinished shit bit.
Yeah, it might actually. I think it might have.
I say most of it's the same shit. Hillary, the Clintons.
How brutal would it be? You're
repeating.
watching 40-year-old comedy and they're doing your act.
They're doing Palestine has a point act. That's what they're doing. Let's hear Palestine out. That's exactly what they're saying.
I'm just watching.
They're saying
like,
black guys are this, Palestine people aren't that bad, and it's the
black guys are this, Palestine people are this. Is
my wife's a cunt.
Yeah, that has never gone away.
I'm not good at fucking.
Yeah.
My wife's a cunt. Black people do things
different.
Palestinians ain't that bad, brother.
Yeah, they go Palestine. I think they're gonna solve that soon.
And I hate Clinton.
Yes, which has always been true because
this is all just recite. This is all the same shit.
Well, you're reading my set list for tonight.
Well, I've got bits about apps now.
Yeah, but you don't have anything on Harriet Tubman, and I do. So
I do have a Harriet.
Do you
Tubman,
know Harriet Tubman? I couldn't figure out if you actually didn't know who she was.
I believe she was some sort of a train driver.
Okay, there we go.
I believe she had a little bit of a choo-choo situation going on.
It would be fun if you just full on didn't know because you were Irish.
She had the Underground Railroad.
Allegedly, yeah.
Which I did, hand on my heart, when I first heard that expression, I did truly believe it was like massive underground tunnels.
Yeah.
Like I truly believed huge, massive tunnel people.
Yeah.
And she was like,
don't call them
come
tunnel,
with me,
don't call
boy.
them tunnel people.
Or whatever. You want your freedom, boy? Come down. And I ain't getting no down hole.
Yeah.
I'd rather be up here in the field.
It's just you picturing Wanda Sykes like conducting a subway train.
Just like, come down here to the tunnels. I'm Harriet Tubman. If you want to get out alive, you follow me. 2 bits of silver.
Come on, we're going to Maryland.
Don't mind the rats, the more scared of you. And
that would have been. That is.
Well, boss. Then Dave was like, yeah, well, boss. Miss Harriet Tubman brought me down the tunnel, boss.
If they had an Underground Railroad and that's all they didn't use it until escaping from slavery, it'd be kind of great. You know what I
forgot we left that huge underground.
I forgot we had a perfectly functioning transit
from
system.
the plantations to the places where they went.
If only there was a war where we could benefit from having incredible transit. If only we needed to move supplies.
Harriet Tubman just Shawshanked her way under the fucking for miles, just scraped away.
She had a horny poster.
Her head just popped up in the middle of a field.
Her horny poster, it wasn't whatever that girl is in Shawshank. It was just like shirtless Mr. T,
Oh, absolutely.
She put it back every night.
Shout out to Harriet Tubman getting down and gritty with.
Yeah. There's no way she was beautiful, right? No one in the 1860s was beautiful.
Well,
you go, well,
I don't know much about history, but I know.
Suddenly I'm all flustered. I got to think about this one.
Wait, the Tubman name is...
Tubman is a tough name for a woman.
The Tubman name has died out,
It's a tough name for a woman. You know what I mean? Tubman sounds like a thing you'd call your friend.
Tubman. I haven't met a Mr. Tubman. I haven't met Lil Ray Tubman fucking about to burn the light. I haven't met... Where's
about to burn the light. Oh,
where's
man.
the Tubmans? They've all died.
My
out.
grandma didn't stop, and neither will I. Screw your light.
Just
blowing past it.
White man always trying to keep black man down. That's why they ruin the life. White man always telling black man what to do. I'm a fuck this stool, and you gonna like it. You gonna watch it. You gonna like it. I ain't fuck the stool. I love the stool. You ever eat a stool's ass? Stools today always wanting they ass eat. Stools today always wanting they ass eat. God damn it. Stools today always ass eat.
Stool always wanted to ass
eat. You be choking the stools. I'm not gonna try to kill you, baby. Baby, I'm a black man. I can't be choking those stools. Cops gonna come in here. They ain't gonna believe me. I said this stool wanted it, baby. And I've been Lil Ray Tubman, 48 years old. Lil Ray Tubman.
Yeah,
I'll be selling 28 types of merch.
I'll be selling cell phone koozies.
I'll be selling one of every clothing item. They call me the Noah's Ark of merch. I got 2 of everything you've ever heard of.
Come get your conductor's overalls with my little saying on them.
Lil Ray Tubman. come on to what time are you? You ever be fucking a stool so hard? You ever be fucking a stool? You ever be giving that good? You ever be giving the stool that good? Next thing you know, she looked at me, she's like, not in that. I said, you do what Lil Ray Ray says. Now, honey, you be all right. You be all right.
Ray Ray Tubman.
Lil Ray Ray Tubman.
That would be. I mean, if no one is taking advantage of that opportunity,
Lil Ray Ray Tubman. I got keychains. I got koozies.
What's the craziest merch?
I got do-rag rags. I got do-do rags.
Do rags.
Yeah, that's like anyway.
Ray Tubman.
Shout out Lil Ray Ray. Lil Ray Ray T.
See him running the light wherever
Tell you what, he crushes.
comedy.
And then every white comic goes, have you ever seen Lil Ray Ray Tubman? Crushes, dude. Crushes.
I watch black comedy and I just think there's so many things I wish I could do that you're doing that I could not pull off.
Killing.
No, but like killing.
Giving the audience a good time.
Killing based on someone in the front row's shoes.
Oh, yeah.
Like just sexually assaulting a stool without it turning into like, this is too horny to be seen.
I want to be killing so hard that some of the tables pretend they can't take it anymore and try to leave before they pay their check.
Yeah, a call and response thing.
That's the old classic move of the...
I want to say a premise and have all the room go, that's right. I would love...
to have someone stand up and go, no, that's too much.
I can't.
No.
I can't.
Ray told me, he said in the ass.
Did you know that black comedy... I didn't know black comedy was like that. I didn't know anything about black comedy till I started doing stand-up.
I still don't.
I didn't see a black person until I was 23. And
it's just it's always just a God damn it, and then crushing.
Yeah, but when it's good, it's the best. Like Earthquake is the best.
Mama.
And then when it's bad, it's crazy.
Yeah,
when it's bad, it's all the same beats, but it makes no sense.
Yeah.
And you're like, Earthquake has on his special back-to-back, he has a joke about you wouldn't want to be the guy who dates Michael Jordan next. And then literally 8 minutes later, you wouldn't want to be the guy who dates Coretta King next.
Nice.
And they're the same thing, but they're so good.
So good.
Yeah, he's the
There's
man.
a couple of those comics that the caricature of that comic is very easy to make fun of, but the true Earthquake's incredible.
Corey Holcomb.
Corey, I love Corey.
Yeah. I saw him here and
you gay, Godfrey? Godfrey, you gay. He rang up Godfrey. Godfrey, did you or did you not blow your nose at a party, Godfrey? You sneezed into a napkin, Godfrey. You're gay. And Godfrey's like, whoa, I never sneezed into no napkin, all right? I'm from the hood.
They're just doing voices to get out of it. And
they were literally just Corey just accusing someone of being gay. Because like, you said you saw a guy, he sneezed, you said, excuse me. Did you or did you not say excuse me?
Also, one of the last fan bases where if they were like, he is gay, they'd be like, oh, well, then we're done with him. Like
it's so funny.
One of the last
I don't know what he accused Godfrey of, but something like... there's such a
he
funny
got into a
thing.
beef with the local guy.
Did you or did you not drink a Diet Coke? We saw you drink a Diet Coke.
Admit it. He was bit. He was like,
it's all the same voice to me, by the way.
Yeah,
I'm not exactly a master of fucking.
If you were a master of black guy voice, it still might be smarter not to.
Well, you know, right? Some people are racist that they think they all look alike.
That's the camera.
I think I think they sound alike. That's my.
You go. I just can't hear a difference.
I just can't put out the difference out there, but there's a couple of them out there.
You almost get credit for not being able to do, isn't that weird? If you know a lot about a culture, people are like, you're less racist. But if you know exactly how they sound and can do it, you're much more racist.
If I could actually do the difference between Vietnamese and the other ones,
sure. We would be like, they'd be like, that's the most racist guy in comedy.
Yeah, do you ever, that's a funny one, was the guy, Toodaloo, motherfuckers. The Asian guy from Hangover.
Oh,
Dr. whatever.
Dr. Ken Jeong, right?
Dr. Ken Jeong.
Does he stand up?
He does stand up. And it's just...
Asian voices?
And it's like the Yellow Kings of Comedy tour or whatever the fuck they put together,
The Emperors of Comedy?
Exactly.
The Emperors of Comedy, Kings of Comedy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think I don't know if other races have a thing.
No, but they have that, and he would do it, and you'd watch it, and it's just the Asians, like Chinese Asians again, not even bleeding into the Indians or anything like that. And then his whole act is literally like, Koreans sound like this, and then he'd go or whatever. He's like, but Indonesians sound like this, and the crowd are breaking up,
losing it,
and they're going nuts, and I'm like, that's all the same thing.
Yeah. That's all.
Like,
also,
I have not heard a difference in any of your observations here at all.
no, and also it's just like he could swap out whatever group is in the audience. People, they just want to hear about themselves. Even if you're saying the most mean, hateful shit, they go, "That's me. I like that because it's about me." You could go up there and be like, Cambodians always fall onto swords. And if they were Cambodian, they'd be like, we did. And you're like, they don't do that, probably.
Wait, that's what they thought you happened? The Cambodian killing fields was just a bunch of clumsy Asians.
clumsy people.
Pol Pot just like pointed to him. They'll fall themselves. Just point to
Pol Pot does sound like a guy who could fall on a sword. It sounds like a name that wasn't finished.
Pol Pot's a solid dude. Yeah. Honestly, he was a bit of a bad guy, but honestly, he's ready to. I watched a documentary about him recently. Not as bad.
What was it called? The Hangover 3.
This is like the straight to DVD versions when we finally get to the end of it, and it's just Dr. Yin Yang fucking, and it's like Hangover 4 Vietnam. A very Vietnam Christmas.
We got his name right 8 minutes ago.
No, I only repeated the noise. I only repeated the noise you said. I never considered that a name. You said the name and I repeated it back to you and you didn't correct me and I went, nailed that.
That's it.
But I certainly wasn't learning Yong or whatever. It was something close to that.
Just getting it wrong, but a little bit different every time.
Yum Yum.
Yeah, whatever.
Yum Yum.
Ben Yang's name is or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, did you ever watch that doc on the Cambodian?
I never learned anything about him. And it was only recently I was doing a little bit of crowd work and I said, you know what?
You learned about Pol Pot?
That's when I learned about Pol Pot. No, because I said Pol Pot.
You said, where are you from?
I said, how'd you guys get out, huh? I pointed at someone in the front row. Yeah. Like, Pol Pot's a bad guy, huh? No? And they go, I'm from China.
Yeah, they go, I support what he did.
Whatever.
Yeah. Wait, how'd you learn about him during a show?
I was talking to someone. I have no idea how it came up. We were talking about Pol Pot, and then whatever the group that Pol Pot was a part of. Do you remember the name of his political party?
I think they were called the Meanies.
That's what the enemies.
Yeah, they were called Meanies because people were like, "You got to stop killing all the doctors."
Hey, play fair.
Don't kill all the academics and doctors. We'll need those probably.
What did we say about fields? They're not for killing. They're not for killing. What did we say about genociding half the population? No, but it turns out like he was just a very, as far as I could tell, a very charismatic idiot.
Yes.
Like, so he was just somehow able to get himself up the ladder, and then he said, all right, we're going to go communist. And it was more of a logistics error that he accidentally caused a massive famine.
Dude, they killed all the... Okay, if you just heard the plan on paper and you go, we're going to kill all the doctors, wouldn't just someone in the meeting be like...
But it was the doctors on the other team.
No, but they just were like, once they took control of the country, they just killed all the doctors, all the teachers.
They got a little trigger happy.
But I'm saying, wouldn't you just go like in the meeting? You're in the meeting, you got the hat, and you go... Shouldn't we not kill all the doctors? Won't we need some of them?
No, but look, this is human nature. You get a job at a bar. First couple of weeks, you drink a lot, and then one day you go, all right, I gotta not have so many shots when I'm at closing. Yeah, and that's what it's like. But shooting people who wear glasses.
It's a slippery slope.
You shoot a guy with spectacles the first couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But then he set in motion. He was like, okay, we're gonna have a communist country. We're gonna but they had no real plans, and then they forced everyone to be farmers, and none of them could grow the food, and then they created a famine with no one had any food. So most of the millions that he killed was just pure, like bad, like it was just like from stupidity. It wasn't like I'm gonna create a famine and kill all these motherfuckers.
No, it'd be hard to sell that. No matter how charismatic.
But Hitler didn't accidentally kill all these Jews.
No,
he really put in the work, and that was his vision. He didn't just.
Are you saying that white dictators are better than?
I'm saying Pol Pot just got lucky.
Yeah,
with his kills.
It was a fluke.
It was a bit of a fluke.
Yeah, people call it genocide, and you're calling it a fluke.
It was a fluke. Now that he killed a lot of people, but his pure genocide.
Well, they starved.
I don't think that.
I don't know if he killed them.
Okay, but no, he was killing people's kids and shit. You know, he was smart.
I'll say it. I think it was wrong what he did.
All right then. If you want to,
I'll come out and say
placate to that side,
I don't care.
If you want to really.
I don't care if I lose all my Cambodian fans.
And you know what? Let's give Kamala a chance, guys.
No, that's like I read this book on Mao because I'm a fun guy, and Mao was selling all this grain to Russia, and they were like, if you do all this, like everyone's going to starve, and he literally was like, they'll find food, and they were like, I don't know if you know how food like operates. The
Russians
in any
were saying
way.
this to
No, the Chinese advisors, and he was like, no, the people are resourceful, they'll find food, and they were like, no, you're selling their food.
Yes,
and then like 20 million people starved, and he was like, looking back, I would have done things differently. And you're like, 20 million people starved.
Okay. Yeah, okay, sure. Again,
I'm saying he was a dumb guy too. He wasn't like
he was a dumb guy.
He didn't have a grand plan.
But I'm saying just when we list when we go through the biggest mass murderers essentially of all time.
Yeah.
Mao.
Number 1, Carrot Top. Unbelievable.
Can't
that guy.
follow.
Can't follow.
Can't follow.
Number 2, Pol Pot.
Yeah, but Mao and Pol Pot. Famine.
Ray
Stalin.
Tubman.
Ray
What
Tubman.
was he a killer?
Lil Ray Tubman. Just the absolute. Yo, they call me Pol Pot in this motherfucker. Bitch better come correct. I'm a cause of
Lil Ray Tubman roasting Pol Pot is it's a great unexplored.
Yo, I watched a documentary on this guy Pol Pot. He dumber than a motherfucker.
He don't even know. He say, take all the food.
He shoot people he thought was smart because they were wearing spectacles. Here's my impression. Pol Pot comes along. And he milks the act out of hiding the glasses behind his... Yeah, and
it's
he walks...
10 minutes of...
He walks up and down the stage. Oh, here come Pol Pot. Oh, better put the book down.
No, he gets behind the curtain. He 100% gets behind the curtain. He's peeking out. And by the way, he's ripping. I mean, the room is coming apart.
And the stool is crying in the corner. She's absolutely just been...
The stool has been through so much.
The stool is like cold shower. Oh my God.
There's like a visible hole in it.
I can't get out. He has those photos of me. He's going to release them.
There's a hole in the stool.
Shut up, bitch. You ain't nothing but a fucking you a step stool.
He puts a wig on the stool so he can drag it off stage.
You were you nothing but a whole ass stool when I met you. You were nothing but a stool on the corner.
Have you ever fucked the stool or done anything with the stool?
I will eat a stool's pussy. No problem.
I've never even been on stage and considered being like,
do you know
what
what
if the stool should play this?
And this is like embarrassing, but I still think I was right.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. TJ Miller's sign up there. He's not crazy at all. Really am in a room.
Right under him.
Talk about putting together a room full of winners. Oh, Jelly Roll also. What else? Who else can we... What other gimmicky fuck... What
there was a year.
What other clowns can we hang on this wall?
To be fair, Jelly Roll. It's Jelly Roll.
Oh, Kid Rock, great.
Yeah, Jelly Roll gave.
Have you ever gotten around to doing Berbiglia? Have you ever done any comedy here?
Hold on, where's the Allman Brothers? They're on here somewhere.
Bill Burr will allow it. Yeah. Rogan will allow it. Bergazzi, he used to be great until he invested all in the studio. He's been I don't know who fucking magic bean this son of a bitch, but he is fucked. He had to do SNL this weekend to pay off the loan. He got duped. Yeah, they said it cost about $5 million.
Yeah, each mic is $10 million.
Yeah, this mic made such a yokel.
Man, these are expensive.
Man, you know how much it costs to be on the internet? Man, I have one of those $1 million a month packages to be on the internet. Wi-Fi was more.
I gotta say, Nate's studio next door is beautiful. You'd really love it, man.
I've heard.
You'd really love it.
I've heard I've heard the thing. No, do you know what I did? I was inspired by Cat Williams.
Yeah. People say I'm doing him on stage. I don't see it.
You're just like
Jacksonville.
You dress up as a pimp. You come out. Some motherfucker.
What's up, Jacksonville?
You're doing your Jacksonville.
DJ,
dude.
The fake cut the noise to the DJ is my favorite.
Oh,
I said turn that off.
I remember saw Lil Rel. And he
Ray Ray's brother.
Cuz they're all cousins. They're all cousins.
Yeah,
but not like real cousins. Not like white people cousins.
No.
I know one of the features, the first guy coming up, it was like, yo, put your hands together, welcome to the stage, blah, blah, blah. And he went up, but there was no DJ playing music. They don't really do that, I guess, in New York too much.
Yeah.
Like, it has to be organized that there's a fucking entrance music. And he went up, and he just was so used to it, they were clapping, and he just goes, DJ, cut it! But there was no DJ. And then he went, What the fuck? You don't have music up
What
here?
type of janky ass no music having?
Yeah. Maybe he probably he did that on purpose. Maybe now that I think about it, so that he could get into his.
That's like the
I
darkest
like music bit.
That's the darkest level of comedy is when you're reacting to a thing that never happens every show.
Yes.
I picked this guy up. We went to we were doing the Tulsa Looney Bin, and I picked him up, took him to the airport. It's maybe a mile. There was absolutely no traffic. He gets on stage and he goes, "Oh, Tulsa, the traffic!" And I was like, "I'm about to blow my brains out.
yeah,
I will blow
Tulsa
my brains out."
traffic.
And what's crazy is
What was it? Fucking the 5 a.m. gridlock with the tractors.
There was one lady, and like, dude, the whole crowd was like, "The traffic's great," and it's like every town believes this.
Yeah.
Every town thinks the traffic is crazy. I go, man, it's
so
about
funny
us.
that Tulsa traffic, and then it's like literally one lady going, "I had stomach issues today. I'm sorry," and they're like, "That was Marie.
It was me."
She had her stomach." No, so what? Here's my thing that I did. I used to have a bit about pretending not to be sick or some shit, and whatever the example was, and then the third example was I grabbed the stool. I said something about something falling out. I think I only ever did this twice on stage. Something about something falling out the window and landing on your head. And then I gotta go. I can't remember what it was. I gotta go to work or something.
Yeah.
And I walked up and down the stage with I put the stool on my head, like on my head, like I'm in the stool.
Yeah.
And I'm wearing it as like this weird stupid hat, and I'm walking up and down the stage with this stupid thing. Did not work once or twice.
Also, that bombing is so much funnier than the regular bit bombing.
Yeah.
As far as your commitment to the bit,
But and I'm still not even ashamed of that though. Like,
you think you were right?
Because I was trying to see. It was like, what can I do with this stool?
Yeah.
And then I did that, which was an over exaggeration or extreme.
Yeah.
And I failed, but I
Go, "Why don't I
failed.
just fucking
I failed. There's nothing wrong with failing when you're kind of going, this could fail, and then you do it and go, all right, that failed.
Yeah.
What the problem is when you think it's not failing and you look like a dipshit. That's the issue.
There's nothing funnier than like a guy who gets on stage. We have a bunch of guys. They'll get on stage and they'll be like, there's just one guy who just looks like a regular fat guy, and he'll get on stage and he'll be like, "Yeah, high school was tough because the offensive line coach was always like, obsessed with me." And you can see the audience being like, "Do you owe money?" Or like, "Why?" They have no idea what he's talking about. And it's just like this weird, like when you're so delusional that the audience isn't even sure what you're joking about. They're like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
The way I've done that stuff too.
Yeah, where you're like, "God, when you're getting too much pussy," and they're like, "What?
Yeah.
No." But that's actually fine because that's clearly a joke. It's when it's in that horrible middle ground of like, are you kidding or are you serious?
Yeah, for sure. Especially when you go, I guess, you tell me yourself. When someone's like, I know what you're thinking, rich kid.
Oh, yeah. Or
like,
people that you get on stage, you go, people say I look like, and you go, well, you say that. And you say it every show.
Yeah, nothing like nothing like the very specific. There's one time this little kid said to me, he said, "You look like fucking Jelly Roll with the fucking."
I was talking to this kid, and then he talks back to me only in roast format. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. Then I hit him with this rebuttal.
Yeah, it was Jeff Ross's son, and he grew up in a cave. And only.
Okay, so you're dusting off the old tapes.
Oh, the payoff for the story.
They found the old VHS or whatever.
All of it. We're getting it upscaled. It's AI porn, all that stuff.
Pulled out of the comedy condo. There was a secret. There was a secret fucking.
I don't think they were doing anything.
There was a secret closet with a hole behind.
I think the manager.
Bill Cosby's eye.
Yeah.
And there was some one creepy headline that was reporting all the young open-eyed.
The Bill Cosby painting. And there's all these weird purple water bottles.
A dungeon of open mic women's fucking.
And so they're getting, and we sent him to some guy who does something and, magic. And then he goes, "Hey, I did them, but just so you know, I'm like a family man. I can't work with you guys anymore." And we're like, "Oh no, like what's on these tapes?" And we watched one, and the beginning is it's some guy on stage, and he's like, "Why Indian women have this dot right here? It's from their husbands going, 'Why are you so ugly?'" And then we were like, "Oh, that's probably that's probably what the problem was."
But genuinely, to sincerely say that, I don't know if it's like I need to see it because I need to see how serious they are in that joke.
I bet you they're pretty serious.
Because it's got to be like, nah, I'm just fucking around.
You think he was being meta?
But it's like, not meta, but certainly like,
yeah.
There's an element of like if I say Asians can't drive or something.
I don't think he actually thinks that's what the dot is for.
No, okay. I know he understands the premise of a joke.
I will say I don't think he's like actually.
But does he genuinely like? Because I'm gonna say that for the rest of my career now.
Yeah.
That's in my act.
I will say. I have to say this. It's a great joke. I know it. I know people aren't gonna like it. But it's
quick,
a great.
It's fast.
You don't see it coming.
It's again still. It's Indian.
Of the million Indian jokes, I haven't heard that one.
We don't really give a fuck if I'm making fun of the Indians. It's the last true bastions of free speech.
They're doing well.
Shout out to the Indians. Let's make fun of them.
Yeah, well, I don't know about allowing. I think just sort of we're not bumping into each other, but
what are they gonna do? I'm not a woman alone on a bus. So what's the real what's the Bengali cancel culture?
That's the worst part of
your
social
husband
media.
And 9 of her friends beat you to death on a bus. What?
The worst part of social media was Indian guys outing themselves as the actual horniest race. Because for a long time, there were other candidates. And then now, just based on every Indian woman I know, they go, actually, it's been us the whole time. We are the horniest race.
They are absolutely undoubtedly. Some of these great videos of like influencer goes to India and it's just them getting mobbed. You just see all the. She's like, it's just the eyes come around and then it gets in and then the hands start coming and you go, you got to get out of here.
You go.
Go.
If you were Vishnu come back to life, you'd get touched less.
Yes,
that's how crazy this video is.
They go, yes, you like this, yes, bitch.
I saw it,
but they must in their culture just think of white women in general as just pure whores.
Dude, I was certain you were going to say like beautiful.
No, I'm saying like in their we have an idea of what whores are kind of too.
Yeah.
You know, like
I have a drawing of it.
The fake lashes and the fat tits and the OnlyFansy. You know, like a chunky OnlyFans bitch.
Yeah,
like that's like your hoary. We've come to associate you with whorishness.
Yeah,
it's not correct, but it's
not wrong.
It's rarely wrong.
It's not correct, but it's not wrong.
But they must just think of any white women as an absolute slut. What is this soap?
They also
you fucking soap.
They have
only slut wash.
They have 3 times as many dudes, which it's like just by you know how it's like if you put 20 dudes in a room, it becomes the horniest.
3 times as many dudes?
There's like 1 billion Indians. I'm thinking it was 300 million Americans.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
And we're pretty horny.
Sorry. Yeah. You mean the collective strength of all
I'm
that
saying,
horniness.
I don't know if they're hornier because of the weather or because there's just so many more of them.
Yeah, it's
in
the weather.
Tight quarters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know why. It's just something going on that I think they're just like a primitive people.
I saw a news story about they had to put up a sign at a hydroelectric dam in India.
We checked in on all these. Let's make sure these are the 1s and 2s are going in.
Yeah, let's not lose this gold.
Should we press record yet?
That thing's red. That's red.
Now that we've got our vocal lessons out of the way.
Now that we've said nothing regrettable,
all right, we're going to switch over to the Patreon right now, Connor Larsen. They got the first half for free. Second half, patreon.com/Colum Tyrrell, where we'll be answering some fan questions. It's only $1 a month. Come on over, sign up.
It's a good deal. Do it.